Hey WSL Hoodlers, let's dive into the Euro 2025 draw that was made in Switzerland yesterday. It is tasty. So let's have a little rundown of the spicy and tasty groups. We have Switzerland, who are the hosts. We've got Norway, who are two-time champions, and then you've got Finland and Iceland as well. All three, Switzerland, Iceland and Norway, playing together already in the Nations League between now and the summer as well. So they will have kind of a time or ability to check each other out, get maybe a one-upmanship, kind of get into their heads a little bit if they win. They've got a few games against each other, and that could go really well or not, depending on obviously the results. And within that group, keep an eye out for some of the household names and a couple of the under the radars that I think might pop up. So obviously you've got Guro Reiten and you've got Hansen for Norway, who are very talented players in their own right, playing for Barcelona and Chelsea, who are having great seasons. And then for Switzerland, you've got Alicia Lehmann, total household name, playing for Juventus. You've got Puebel from West Ham in midfield. And then you've got Herzog as well, who plays in goal for Red Bull Leipzig, who are playing in the Champions League. So there's some good players within both of those teams that will make for this being a really good matchup. I don't know if you could call them dark horses. Maybe I'm doing them wrong by saying dark horses, but Norway's squad has got a plethora of talent that have been recently called up as well. You've got Turland and you've also got Narsland, both for Man United, who are doing well. I think you've got a really exciting, young, fresh, vibrant team that have got the ability to go far in this tournament. And don't forget, hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button gets you guys more content and helps me to obviously make more content for you guys as well. So if you're enjoying this, hit it, and let's go on to the next group. Okay, so for Group B, you've got World Cup holders and just ridiculously good team. Spain up against their little neighbours, Portugal. And sorry if you take offence by saying little neighbours, I just meant in geographical size. And then Belgium and two-time runners-up Italy, who will be gunning to beat that by winning it this time around. Just like Group A, where they're playing each other in the United Nations League before the Euros, we have the same setup here. We've got Spain, Portugal and Belgium all playing together between February and June. And again, they could use this as kind of a marking stick, a guide to how the other teams are set up, how they're playing. What's interesting about the three other teams within this group is Portugal qualified first within their qualification group, but they've never actually got out of a group stage in the Euros. Belgium qualified third, and the furthest they've ever gone in a tournament is actually the quarterfinals. And then you've got Italy as well, who qualified group winners. It's going to be a really fiery group. I feel this one's got a bit of that spicy naughtiness that I mentioned about it in it. So the real question in this group is who's going to be runner-up to Spain. I think it's going to go Spain, Portugal, Italy, Belgium. Maybe I'm crazy for saying that. Let me know in the comments what you would say this group will end up like. I really like Group C. I love that you've got the old rivals between Germany and Denmark against each other, as well as Sweden together in the pot. And then you've got the new guys, Poland, who are coming in to shake things up. This one's got a real interesting feel about it. Sweden and Denmark get to go tete-a-tete in the Nations League before the Euros, where they'll be able to throw a few punches and see who comes out on top before we get to the big tournament in the summer. So that will be an interesting setup there. And then Germany, they've won it like a gazillion times. Like, they just come into the Euros and go, gobble, 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 I'm going to take it all. Thank you very much, and I'll see you later. Auf Wiedersehen. I don't know if that's going to happen this time around. They are a strong team. You've got players like Pop, etc. within it that are just, old heads, generally know what they're doing. As I mentioned, they just come in and take the tournament. But with Spain, England, France even, maybe the cheeky Dutch as well, I don't think it's going to be a rollover for Germany. It's going to be a tough battle. What could make this group a little bit more interesting is the fact that Germany, although they won their group to qualify, they did have to come back in 3 of their 5 qualifying victories. So they do have a little bit of a Achilles heel in conceding goals early on. So let's see. Maybe there could be a surprise from Poland or Denmark or even Sweden within this group. Having just said that, I do think they'll come out top on this group. And then I think you've probably got, let's go with Sweden next, then Denmark, then Poland. Although, to be honest, I would like to see Poland come in this and take the second spot just because they're a new team and it was shaking up. But I'm probably a little bit mad for thinking that. Maybe that's my heart ruling my head there. But what do you guys think? Is my heart ruling my head? What would you put the order as? Where would you put the teams? Germany first? Do you think they might mess up like they have done in the men's in the recent years? Who knows? Love to hear what you think in the comments. Let me know your group final standings. And what a group we have for Group D. Oof, if this was going to be a food, I think this would be the Szechuan pepper hot noodle broth pot of spiciness, hot pot, you name it, all the spices in there. This has got absolute fireworks within it. You've got the last two champions in England and Netherlands up against each other. You also got France, who are just such a strong team with quality players all around. And then the cheeky little debutants in Wales that are not here just to make up numbers. And the reason I'd like Wales to do well in this tournament is purely because of the work the FA have put into improving the women's team from grassroots levels and upwards over the last few years, and they're starting to reap those rewards. So just for the pure investment they put into this, I want to see them do well in this tournament. I talk more about this in my other video that's going to be released soon, the state of football in 2024 and beyond, but I think they're going to put some cats amongst the pigeons as well. I don't know how to say that in Welsh, maybe I'll put it in the notes below, but they're really going to come into this and just give it their all, which I absolutely love, and rightly bloody so they should. So you may ask, why do I think this is the spiciest one? Well, just on paper, having the two last winners is fantastic, but the fact that they've got history together because of their manager, Sarina Wiegman, makes it even that little bit more spicy because she's won the tournament with both teams the last two times. So she knows how they play, and there's going to be a little bit more of extra bite in there because of that. And then you've got France, who are always, I don't want to say it, but the noisy neighbours to England, who think they have a divine right to beat us, and they have the actual quality to do it. I am only having a little joke with the French because we do like to go tete-a-tete, head-to-head. Funny enough, I'm saying French there. And so, yeah, with the fantastic players just across the board for all of these three teams, it's going to be brilliant. Putting my bias aside, and as much as I am going to probably say England are going to be top of this group because I want them to be, we do have a bit of a changing of the guard at the moment. There are some older, tired legs within the team, and I want to see some of the younger team coming through a little bit more. So it's going to be interesting what Wiegman does with her team and the squad over the next 6 months. Both France and the Netherlands have just a wide of talent. Kaspari, who plays for Man City. You've got Janssen, who plays for Man United. You've got Van Dammerselaar, who plays for Arsenal. You've got Jill Roord for Man City. You've got Van der Donk for Lyon. I could keep going on. You've got Captain, who plays for Chelsea. You've got Janssen, who plays for PSV, and Chastity Grant for Villa. There is a whole depth of squad for the Dutch. And then you've also got for France, let's not mess around there as well. Let's call out some names. Sandy Baltimore, who plays for Chelsea. You've got Mallard, who plays for Man United. Fella, who plays for Real Madrid. You've got Dali for Villa. Cascarino for Juventus. Very Italian sounding French name there. It's going to be really interesting, this. All said and done with the group stages, who do I think is going to win the Euros? I would love England to do a repeat and win it. I just don't know if I see the team being where they need to be right now. So I'd be silly to say against Spain. I'm gonna have to go with Spain. I know it's the obvious one. I'd love to hear in the comments if you guys think otherwise, and why so as well. Let me know why you think your team or a team might win it. But I'm going to go with Spain, champions, here first. Well, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching the video today. Do hit that like and subscribe button so you can join in with the other WSL and women's football huddlers, where we can keep talking about content around women's football. Have a great day, have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you next summer at the Euros.